Well, Jennifer, first of all, let me congratulate you on just a terrific, fun, warm movie, and you've got one of the terrific parts in it. You must have enjoyed playing it.
It was very fun, very juicy. Really get to be a creep. It was fun.
There's a mix of things that you can do in this part. I mean, at the start, you're jealous and you're almost frumpy, I guess, if you could say that about a teenager. You've got a bad disposition, but there are these glimmerings of another personality that come out at the end, so that must have been very fulfilling.
Yeah, it was very fun. It's fun to be able to play such an extreme and such a nasty, just little monster. It was fun. Mm-hmm. And then to have the change, which is also fun to be able to show that.
One of my favorite scenes that involves you is that scene in the police station with Charlie Sheen. Mm. Just a little vignette, but this is where we start to see a different side of your character. You must have enjoyed that one.
It was very fun. I liked working with Charlie a lot. He's a friend. I've worked with him. I was in Red Dawn with him, and you know, when I read it, I thought he'd be great for this part, and so I thought, use him. He's great, and it was really fun doing it.
Tell me about working with John Hughes.
Couldn't have been more fun. I just had a great time for 3 months. He's very smart and funny. He loves actors. He really encourages you to bring your own ideas and little bits, and so you really feel free and you think of a lot of stuff. And then you do something, and then he'll get excited by that, and he'll do something, and it's very collaborative, very nice.
How about Matthew Broderick as a co-star?
Couldn't be nicer. I mean, to work with a good actor, I mean, I think all the actors in this movie are so good. It really makes you better, you know? It makes you good to work with good people who really talk to you and give you a lot, and it just works, I think.
You've got show business in the family background. You're Joel Grey's daughter. Some people say that's a plus in that he can open some doors for you and give you some advice, but also a minus in that there's extra pressure. How do you feel about it?
I think it's exactly what you said. I don't really feel that doors have been opened for me. I feel like I've met a lot of people in the business or have grown up with them, but I don't feel like anyone has given me any breaks because of it. It's never like paid off that in that respect. But it's nice that I went in with my eyes wide open. I was never naive. I never thought it would be all fun games or glamour. I always pretty much knew the realistic aspects of it.
Exactly. You would have more experience just because you would know what your father has gone through. Are there some pitfalls that you're aware of then that you can avoid?
I just know that it's going to be a rocky road no matter how well you're doing, you know, or how much success you have. It's always difficult, and you're always going to be times when you'll be out of work, and there'll be rejections and bad reviews. I mean, that's just a reality of the business. So I know about all those things.
How do you feel about bad reviews?
Well, I haven't gotten any yet, but I'm not looking forward to them.
Can we go back over your career a little bit and talk about the films you've been in? First
Sure.
of all, I guess Reckless with Daryl Hannah.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Well, that was the first movie I ever did, and I loved it. It was my first time being on location, and I was good friends with Daryl, and it was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I played a kind of loose townie. Mm-hmm. That was Italian, and that was fun.
You were in the Cotton Club as Nicolas Cage's wife, I believe.
Yeah, I got to play a kind of kooky, kind of ditzy gangster's moll, enthusiastic new bride.
With Francis Ford Coppola directing.
Right, that was very fun.
Yeah.
And then I did Red Dawn, where I played a terrorist.
Now, you were doing those two, I think.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, at the same time. Very different roles. Did you go schizophrenic there a little bit?
No, schizophrenic, because I really established my part in Cotton Club. I'd been doing it for a couple months, so I was very comfortable in that part. And then I went to do Red Dawn, and I would fly back and forth to do some scenes in Cotton Club when they needed me, and they'd cut my hair and bleach it and pluck my eyebrows, and then I'd come back to play my terrorist, and they'd go, Jesus, what's happened to you?
Looking at your career, you've worked with a lot of very successful young performers, mm-hmm. you know, from Daryl Hannah in Reckless through the cast of Red Dawn and a couple of the young performers in the Cotton Club. Tell me a little bit about how you look at that generation of actors. I mean, who's good? What makes them good?
Well, I think Matthew's just about the best of that lot in terms of young actors, in terms of our generation of actors. I think there's a lot of guys out there who are, you know, personable or attractive or can do a fine job, but there's very few guys who really can do theater and character work, and I just think that he's one of the best.
Another film you did was American Flyer, about bicycle racers.
There's some good actors in that.
Yeah. Who did you like to work with there?
I loved working with Kevin Costner and David Grant and Rae-Dawn Chong. They're very fun. They're very good. Really is nice to work with good actors. It makes you better, you know. Makes you look good.
I think Ferris Bueller is one of the best youth pictures, if we can put it in that genre, one of the best youth pictures I've ever seen, because it's a lot of fun, and but there's still a serious message that doesn't hit you over the head. You know, it takes young people seriously. How do you feel about it?
I think it was just a pleasure to see last night. You know, to work on a film and see it for the first time, and being in it with all the stuff that you bring to it, to be able to really sit back and laugh and enjoy it, I think is a very good sign. And I really had a great time. It made me very happy.
Was last night the first time you'd seen it?
First time complete, and never with an audience before, so it was great hearing you guys laugh. It was like, it's very fun.
Was it a pleasant surprise? I mean, to see that the whole thing put together like that?
I just liked it so much. I just thought it worked, and it was very up and very sweet. A very nice movie.
Do you look at yourself and say, "Oh gosh," you know?
I don't look too closely at myself, like feature by feature. I don't do. That's something I just try to stay away from. But I like get a kick out of seeing, you know, what a monster I am. I think that's kind of fun. I like watching the actual work, you know, with some distance. That's fun. But I don't really like. I couldn't look at my.
You don't second guess yourself.
No. I think I did a fine job. I did what I did. You know, it's all right.
What's in the future for you?
I'm just looking for things that'll be as much fun or as satisfying as this was. This was such a fun experience, you know. I want to keep it going.